welcome to The Social Connection, your weekly destination for all the interesting activities, news and updates from the virtual world. In the next half an hour, we'll try and update you with the news and views from the social media space. I'm Shreya and with me is Sakal.
Hi Shreya, and thank you very much. Of course, in the next half an hour, we'll be back with your dose from the news, all the news getting you from the world of social media. We'll be talking about latest trends, interesting makeovers, new features, and much, much more. And today's Social Connection, before we head to what trended through the week, let's quickly take a look at the headlines at this hour.
Twitter kicks off marketing campaign to help you get a grip on what it is.
And Facebook's solar-powered internet drone takes flight.
And photo editing app Prisma is now available on Play Store.
Well, although Twitter has been part of the cultural and political discourse for years, a vast percentage of the population still doesn't understand it fully. And to this blissfully ignorant percentage, tweets are simply the thing that journalists embed onto websites whenever they don't feel like coming up with their own ideas, own original ideas rather. So now Twitter has unveiled a brand new advertising campaign which is aimed exclusively at those who don't know what Twitter is. Take a look.
People apparently still don't know why they should use Twitter, as evidenced by Twitter's stagnating growth and recent changes to make it more approachable to new users. To help you get the point, Twitter rolled out an advertising campaign that attempts to educate the uninitiated. Twitter's research found that while 90% of people around the world recognize the Twitter brand, many people don't actually understand why they should use it. The campaign, launched, emphasizes what's happening. Twitter wants you to know it's a place to find out what's going on in the world in real time, discover and follow different people and ideas, and be a part of conversations that impact your communities. The company's main service has unquestionably left a big mark on modern communications, going as far as helping to rally support for large political movements like the Arab Spring in 2010 and 11. But while celebrities, journalists and marketers quickly grasped the value of Twitter as both a social network and a source for distributing and consuming information, much of the world hasn't. The company spoke to lots of people about Twitter and learned that many simply did not understand the product. The blog post said, "First, most did not know or simply misunderstood what Twitter was for. Many thought of Twitter primarily as a social network, a place to find and connect with friends and family members. Second, they thought if they wanted to use Twitter, they were supposed to tweet every day and did not think that they would have that much to say. We realized we had some explaining and clarifying to do." The company is also introducing a new look and feel in its marketing that reflects the people around the world who make Twitter what it is, highlighting the diversity and expressiveness in all its color and vibrancy. Well, it has been nearly 1 year since Facebook first unveiled Aquila, a long-duration solar-powered drone that is capable of beaming down internet access to hard-to-reach areas that lack their own networks. Now, Facebook has announced that it has successfully completed Aquila's first test flight, bringing the company one step closer to its goal of getting the entire world online. Here's more on that. Facebook Inc. said that it had completed a successful test flight of a solar-powered drone that it hopes will help it extend internet connectivity to every corner of the planet. Aquila, Facebook's lightweight, high-altitude aircraft, flew at a few thousand feet for 96 minutes in Arizona's Yuma, Chief Executive Mark Zuckerberg wrote in a post on his Facebook page. The company ultimately hopes to have a fleet of Aquilas that can fly for at least 3 months at a time at 60,000 feet and communicate with each other to deliver internet access. Google parent Alphabet Inc. has also poured money into delivering internet access to undeserved areas through Project Loon, which aims to use a network of high-altitude balloons to make the internet available to remote parts of the world.
Similar to AI, the question we asked ourselves when we looked at VR is, well, VR is awesome. So what we're doing with Connectivity Labs is investing, as we have in OCP and others, in radical new approaches to this problem. And this basically means going to the sky. You have to have satellites, drones, and other things that don't require the massive investments in terrestrial infrastructure in order to affordably provide internet access for this world. This is a picture of Aquila, our first prototype for our unmanned aerial vehicle. This is a solar-powered drone built by a team who has the record for the longest ever solar-powered drone flight. The idea of this is to loiter across an area at very high altitude, 60 to 90,000 feet in the air, stand on station for months at a time, and beam down backbone internet access.
Zuckerberg laid out the company's biggest challenges in flying a fleet of Aquilas, including making the plane lighter so it can fly for longer periods, getting it to fly at 60,000 feet, and creating communications networks that allow it to rapidly transfer data and accurately beam down lasers to provide internet connections. Facebook said Aquila will go through several more test flights and hopes that it will soon break the world record for the longest solar-powered unmanned aircraft flight, which currently stands at 2 weeks. The social media giant, which has more than 1.6 billion users, has invested billions of dollars in getting more people online, both through an initiative called internet.org, which offers a pared-down version of the internet to poor areas, and by building drones.
And now here's some good news for Android users. The hugely popular photo editing app Prisma is out of beta and is now available for all Android users via the Google Play Store. The app basically lets users convert their photographs into works of art and relies on artificial intelligence and neural networks to pick out the best filters for pictures. Prisma was first launched on iOS and was then beta tested on Android. Here's a report.
Prisma, the turn your photos into paintings app that has been blowing up over the past few weeks, is now launching on Android in full form. That means you no longer need a beta invite and can download it straight off the Google Play Store. The app is just a month old in iOS and has already managed to occupy the top position in iOS app chart in various countries. Prisma can perfectly translate your photos into a work of art. The app employs artificial intelligence and some neural networks to include the best filters using which users can seamlessly convert their photo in mind-blowing artwork. Android users should just upload a picture from gallery or else click an image and start choosing the right filter. Numerous filters are available in the app such as curtain, impression, Mondrian, running in storm, etc., while the intensity of all these filters can be defined just by swiping the filters left or right. The UI of Prisma is much simple and clean, so anyone can do the job of photo editing effortlessly. For those who are social media hungry, Prisma lets them directly share on Instagram and Facebook, which is always a plus. Given Instagram has 400 million users, this is a must-have feature nowadays on any photo editing app. The Android app has all the same features as the iOS, including over 30 filters and support for either taking a new photo or choosing existing ones from your gallery. As of now, no in-app purchase are there for Prisma, and it is easily available in the Play Store.
Well, we're heading for a short break, but don't go anywhere because coming up next are the top trends of this week. Stay tuned to The Social Connection.
हर दिन बदलती खबरें, हर पल बनती नई सुर्खियां, खबरों की रफ्तार के साथ हर दोपहर दुनिया की ताजा तस्वीर। दोपहर समाचार रोजाना 2 बजे सिर्फ डीडी न्यूज पर। तस्वीरें जो बयां करती हैं हकीकत, हालात जिनसे जुड़े हैं आपके जज्बात, जुनून जो बदल सकता है देश की तस्वीर, खबरें जो आपके लिए जानना है जरूरी। खबर दिन भर हर शाम 5 बजे सिर्फ डीडी न्यूज पर। सुर्खियों की भीड़ में अहम खबरें, असल मुद्दे जो डालते हैं आपकी जिंदगी पर असर। दिन भर की हर बड़ी खबर का बेबाक विश्लेषण, सच, सटीक, संपूर्ण। न्यूज नाइट सोमवार से शुक्रवार रात 8 से 10 बजे सिर्फ डीडी न्यूज पर।
बड़ी खबरें जिनसे बनती हैं दुनिया भर में सुर्खियां, अहम मुद्दे जो डालते हैं विश्व पर अपना असर, दुनिया के हर कोने से हर बड़ी खबर पर हमारी नजर। खबर दुनिया की सिर्फ डीडी न्यूज पर। सुबह का सही आगाज ताजा खबरों के साथ, सुर्खियों के आईने से देश विदेश की सही तस्वीर और दिन के हर पहलू पर नजर। नया सवेरा सोमवार से शुक्रवार सुबह 7 बजे सिर्फ डीडी न्यूज पर।
Welcome back to Social Connection. You must be familiar with the top trending topics of this week, but here's a quick wrap of the top trends that rule different social media platforms.
It's been a year since the country bid an emotional farewell to former President APJ Abdul Kalam. On his first death anniversary, the country paid homage to the scientist, teacher and inspirational leader by spreading his words. National Memorial Foundation stone laying ceremony of former president was held at Pirkarambu, Rameshwaram in Tamil Nadu, where Union Ministers Manohar Parrikar and Venkaiah Naidu jointly laid the foundation stone and unveiled a statue of the Missile Man of India. Twitterati also paid tributes to the former President of India by sharing his wonderful words and pictures on Facebook and Twitter. Known as the People's President, Dr. Abdul Kalam died on the evening of July 27 in Shillong. He collapsed during a speech at the Indian Institute of Management. He was 83 at the time of his death. Rajnikant's Kabali is not just a success in India, but all over the world, as the movie's box office collections prove. Even before the movie was released, the hype and excitement had hit every part of the country as the fans couldn't stop talking about the release of the Liva movie. Kabali fever took over social media as well, with netizens sharing all sorts of Kabali crazy shots, and examples of craziness could be found splashed all across social media platforms, from Twitter and Instagram to Facebook and Reddit. Hillary Clinton became the first female president nominee of any major political party in the US, a historic milestone that sets the stage for a battle to prove to voters that she is someone they can trust in the White House. The second day of the Democratic National Convention was designed to offer reassurance to an electorate that has watched her on the national stage for more than 2 decades as First Lady, then US Senator and Secretary of State. Clinton, who was defeated by Barack Obama for the 2008 Democratic nomination, proved to be a resilient campaigner in her second presidential bid. President Barack Obama passed the baton to Democratic presidential nominee Hillary Clinton during his speech at the Democratic National Convention in Philadelphia and complimented the former Secretary of State for being stronger than him and capable of doing the job backwards in heels. Pokemon Go broke the App Store record and became the highest downloaded app ever. The popular Pokemon Go has become a global craze and has set a world record. The augmented reality game has set a new Apple App Store record with more downloads in its first week than any other app in history. Since its release, Pokemon Go has been downloaded on both the App Store and Google Play over 40 million times and has earned more than $45 million in net revenue worldwide. But there are some places where the smash hit is not welcome and it has been banned. International Tiger Day was observed on 29 July. The day is held annually to give worldwide attention to protection of tigers. The goal of the day is to promote a global system for protecting the natural habitats of tigers and to raise public awareness and support for tiger conservation issues. It was founded in 2010 at St. Petersburg Tiger Summit with the aim to double the big cat population by 2022. The day was celebrated on social media with sharing of different messages to save the tiger.
Okay, moving on. Twitter has introduced several tools designed to enhance its Periscope product and give users a better viewing experience within the live video app and beyond. Among these features is Highlights, a new feature rolled out by the company which automatically generates a short trailer that you can watch within the Periscope app. Live videos can now be played within embedded tweets and will autoplay within the company's Android app.
A large number of broadcasts are made on Periscope, and to help you find those that are interesting for you, Twitter needs to ensure that you have the right information. Currently, you're limited to location, the title of the video, and the creator. Highlights is designed to solve this problem by giving you a quick summary of what was broadcast. The tool will automatically produce a clip between 3 and 20 seconds in length, recapping what was recorded. The duration of these trailers is set by the system, not by the user. Within Periscope, you'll be able to watch each highlight from the Watch tab. They'll also be displayed in search results and your profile. Replay highlights are going to be available on Periscope's iOS and Android apps soon. So Highlights is a new feature that automatically generates a short trailer for every Periscope broadcast. You can watch a highlight reel of broadcasts in your home feed from the last day, highlights for any Periscope profile, or highlights of broadcasts from any search. Periscope CEO Kevon Bekpor said, "We've seen incredible growth on Periscope during the past year. It's hard to keep up with all the live content shared by Periscope broadcasters around the world. So we built a way to easily watch automatically generated highlights of each broadcast." Earlier this year, Twitter added in-tweet support for Periscope broadcasts, and today, this capability is rolling out in more ways. Within embedded tweets, you can now quickly play live-streamed videos without being prompted to open the app.
Well, it's time for another short commercial break, but don't go away, because up next we'll be talking about the latest update from Facebook Live and your valuable feedbacks as well. Stay tuned. You're watching Social Connection.
सुर्खियों की भीड़ में अहम खबरें, असल मुद्दे जो डालते हैं आपकी जिंदगी पर असर। दिन भर की हर बड़ी खबर का बेबाक विश्लेषण, सच, सटीक, संपूर्ण। न्यूज नाइट, सोमवार से शुक्रवार रात 8 से 10 बजे, सिर्फ डीडी न्यूज पर। तस्वीरें जो बयां करती हैं हकीकत, हालात जिनसे जुड़े हैं आपके जज्बात, जुनून जो बदल सकता है देश की तस्वीर, खबरें जो आपके लिए जानना है जरूरी। खबर दिन भर हर शाम 5 बजे, सिर्फ डीडी न्यूज पर।
सुबह का सही आगाज ताजा खबरों के साथ, सुर्खियों के आईने से देश विदेश की सही तस्वीर और दिन के हर पहलू पर नजर। नया सवेरा सोमवार से शुक्रवार सुबह 7 बजे, सिर्फ डीडी न्यूज पर। बड़ी खबरें जिनसे बनती हैं दुनिया भर में सुर्खियां, अहम मुद्दे जो डालते हैं विश्व पर अपना असर। दुनिया के हर कोने से हर बड़ी खबर पर हमारी नजर। खबर दुनिया की, सिर्फ डीडी न्यूज पर।
हर दिन बदलती खबरें, हर पल बनती नई सुर्खियां, खबरों की रफ्तार के साथ हर दोपहर दुनिया की ताजा तस्वीर। दोपहर समाचार रोजाना 2 बजे, सिर्फ डीडी न्यूज पर।
Welcome back to the Social Connection. And now Facebook is making more improvements to its live broadcasts. The company's live streaming platform, Facebook Live, will now support full-screen broadcasts as well as a new video-only mode that hides comments and reactions while you watch the video. Facebook will also allow broadcasts to last up to 4 hours, now double the 2-hour limit that it had previously had.
Facebook Live videos can now last for up to 4 hours, which is twice as long as the current limit. Along with this, the live video will now have a video-only mode that is said to hide comments and reactions, and as a viewer, one will be able to view only the video in full screen view. The changes also aim to enhance the way viewers consume video on Facebook Live. Broadcasting live in full screen, however, will depend on the platform. On iOS, it will be possible to go live in both portrait and landscape mode full screen, but on Android, only the portrait mode supports full screen. Nevertheless, Facebook says it plans to add full screen support in landscape mode soon. Full screen video will be a welcome improvement for broadcasters and viewers. That the update will mean that you no longer need to watch videos on your phone with the white comment box fixed underneath. The update will add support for full screen video in landscape and portrait mode on iOS and portrait on Android. Facebook Live has some serious rivals such as YouTube, Periscope and others, and streaming live video seems to be gaining ground and becoming increasingly popular among users.
And it's time to see all the feedback that you've been sending us on Twitter, Facebook and YouTube.
Well, we've reached the end of this episode. We look forward to more of that feedback coming in on our Gmail, Twitter handle and Facebook page. And if you have missed any of the episodes of our shows, catch them on our YouTube channel, DD News Official.
Well, that's right, Shreya. We hope that our viewers enjoyed this episode of The Social Connection. But see you again next week. Same time, same place. That's DD News. And before we log off, we leave you with this week's interesting video. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.